All right, so we're going to talk about protons, neutrons, and electrons. We're going to use hydrogen since it's the first element on the periodic table. So its number is number 1. That is its atomic number. The atomic number is equivalent to how many protons are in the nucleus. As you can see here, I have already identified that I'm going to be drawing protons in red and neutrons in green and electrons in blue. So our protons have a positive charge, okay? And I just said that the atomic number equals how many protons are in the nucleus. So the nucleus of hydrogen has 1 proton, and then a neutron always joins that proton. Okay. And then here, we're going to go ahead and draw a shell. Now for hydrogen, this is going to be the first shell, but it's also going to be the valence shell because it is the outer shell for hydrogen because there's only 1 electron, okay? So now we have our 1 little electron hanging. Well, that didn't work. We have our 1 little electron hanging out on our shell, okay? So this is a neutral atom. The electron is negative, so the charge of the electron balances out the charge of the proton. So this atom is neutral. It doesn't have a charge to it right now, okay? And that's just the way it is. So now we're gonna do oxygen just because it's a good next one to go to. So oxygen is number 8 on our periodic table. So we have 8 protons in the nucleus of an oxygen atom, okay? That means we also have 8 neutrons hanging out in there as well. Okay? And then for this one, we have 1 shell and 2 shells. And then, so here, we're going to have 2 electrons hanging out with each other on that first shell. And then on our valence shell, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, how many do I have all together right now? Right now I have 6 electrons all together. So then we're going to have 2 and 2. Okay? And again, so this is what makes up an atom. Each atom is made up of protons, neutrons, and electrons. And based on how many they have determines what element it is. So, like we said, this here is hydrogen, and this is oxygen. Now, I'm going to kind of take this a little bit of a step further for you and see how we have these 2 electrons hanging out on oxygen that are not paired. Electrons always want to be paired, so they're searching for a pair. This hydrogen is searching for a pair. So that's when you have so then we have a proton and a neutron for the nucleus of another hydrogen atom, right? And then it is going to share an electron with this oxygen atom. And the same thing is going to happen for the other one. So we have one proton, one neutron, and then we're gonna draw our shell. This one got kind of far away there. That's okay. We're just gonna imagine that it's touching. And then it's gonna be sharing these electrons. So now we have H2O because you have two hydrogen atoms sharing their outer electrons with the oxygen atom that was looking for two more electrons. And again, all the protons, neutrons, and electrons is just balanced. In an atom by itself, an atom is neutral, and so the it'll have the same number of electrons as it does protons, and the number of protons is determined by its atomic number from the periodic table.